Let's get a little political today. I'm not a political person, but I've got some things to say to you. I hope that went through okay. I'm hot. What's new? I have a fan by my side, trying to hug up to it. Not working. Let's do it this way. Alright, we'll put it that way. So, today, I went through some pretty sick shit. Pretty sick stuff. Anyway, here's what I'm going to say. Do any of you recognize this logo? Yeah, take a good look at that. And the robe, the whole robe. I'll show you. The whole robe. The whole robe. Let's put it on, shall we? Get even hotter in here. And there we go. Where's that logo? I can never find it. There it is. It's on this side. Now, this is for crying out loud. You all know what it is, if you know what it is. Trump. It's real. It's authentic. And it works. And it says. Okay, it says. Well, I sweat to death in here. Presidential collection. Yeah, that's what it says. If you can grasp that for a second, you got it. Now on the outside it feels like polyester. On the inside it feels like a towel. And it's heavier than hell. And do you think I'm gonna buy it? I didn't buy it. But whew, that was hot. Putting that on. That was hot. What happened was I had that thrown at me today. Pretty much. Excuse me, I'm moving my computer so the air can hit me. I had it pretty much thrown at me today. And why? We have protests going on all over. No Kings protests. I'm not a part of that. I didn't go to one. I don't do that. I'm against it. I believe people get hurt when they happen. ICE could be around. These may help me. How's that? Might. ICE may be there. And look, I have nothing against ICE except the fact that they killed 3 people who were American citizens. I do. Sorry. That's my take, and I'm going to tell you my take, and I would like you all to listen. See if you agree with me. See if you don't agree with me. And what's going on. I'm having a hard time here with the heat. How's your gas prices? Are they okay? Mine aren't. I'm in a red state. Yeah. They were supposed to be better in red states than blue states, so rumor had it way back. Because he loves his red states because they voted for him. You see, most people. But it seems like we don't matter. And why does it seem like we don't matter? It's because he wants to develop and build and own. We've been through so much I can't keep up with it unless I wrote it all down on a piece of paper. Greenland, Venezuela, Cuba came through on his mind, through his mouth a lot. And here we are, plugged in, yes. And then Iran. Iran. The Iranians. Are you shocked? Yeah. I mean, really, if you're Republican, you're not. You're all for this. And if you're me, and I'm not a Republican, and I'm not a Democrat, you feel the crunch. You feel the pain. You feel for people. We have people in this state now living in vehicles. A lot. And we have people going there, and I see them getting out of their vehicles and handing them food. A lot. And I'm disgusted. I'm totally disgusted. Where they lost their homes. We have a lot of homes for sale. The prices are just off the charts. We have a lot of places for rent. Places are off the charts. Studio apartments, off the charts. With nothing great or perfect around it, just off the charts. So when you start getting into it, what the hell happened? I don't even know what happened to my hair, except it happened to my hair. So when you start getting into all this and you start thinking about it, and you're like, what is wrong with the world right now? The first thing I posted into a group was, please pray for our troops. They're going to need it. That was it. Please pray for our troops. They're going to need it. And they are. And if he puts more troops and, like he calls it, boots on the ground, and I don't like that term, but people, you know, from the military on land near Iran. Donald Trump, everything, nothing is a secret. Like, Donald Trump is sending the military to Iran. Okay, well, we're going to be ready because he said it. I don't think it makes sense. I think if you're going to go ahead and go to war, why are we even going to war? I mean, they don't have a nuke. They don't have a nuclear weapon. They don't. And they said it. They don't have a nuke. And, well, they wanted regime change then. You got it. And then another guy came in. I think it was the first dude's son. That's how much I know about politics. Not even the names, really. And so they took him out. They took a commander from over there out with it. And all the bigwigs out. Israel and the USA. Now, I don't like people killing people just because it seems like now. You know, sorry, this is not working. This is not working. I think it's time to back off and stop sending Marines in who are highly trained, who, you know, they have fear. They're human. The Iranians, I'm going to say this out loud. First of all, the war for them, the ones that are going to fight, they are religious, highly religious. It's a religious war for them. So we're not fighting on a level that makes any sense here. They're religious, and we're fighting for oil or prices to go down, or to open the Strait or of Hormuz, or whatever the heck it's called, and whatever, it's open. They said it's open. Iran? You want to go after Iran? Now look, if the Prime Minister of Israel, how do you say his name? Netanyahu, if he wants to go for it, he should have went for it. But he should not have, rumor has it, again, talked to Donald Trump because they're good friends and said, hey, we're going to go to war. Come and join us. All right, man. Yeah, we're buds. Let's go to war together. And we're going after Iran. should have been a big red flag when you said Iran. The Iranians, do you think they're stupid? Or do you think they know how to survive? They know how to survive. The ones who are fighting know how to survive. They have drones up the wazoo. They're suicide killers. We are not. They're fighting for, what is it called? Allah? I mean, you have good people in Iran. You have very good people in Iran. And these are the people that do not fight. They are the law. They are the ones who are working in hospitals. They are the ones who are trying to keep people alive and make it a better place. But then you have the radicals who are fighting for a religious reason, and they're the ones coming at us. And we need to stop. We need to stop. And we need to get out of there. If, I don't know how close we are or if we're even there yet, but some of our dudes got killed, and women, and he wants to put in more people. So he says, you can only hope he doesn't do that, because I don't know who they're going to find ever, who's going to come home, who's not going to come home alive, who's going to make it back dead. You don't know. But you have a pretty good idea. You do, don't you? You have a pretty good idea. You don't mess around with Iran. It's kind of like messing around with North Korea. Kinda like. You don't want to go there. You just don't want to go there. These people know war. We know war, but these people live for war. They kill their own people for saying something wrong to them. They kill their own women for not dressing right. They've killed children for spitting in their face. Do you think they care about us? Nope. No. And we are good people. Our military, they are good people. They are good people, and they shouldn't be going over there and walking into a hot, bad mess. And that's what they're walking into. I understand the death of some now, and the death of many more that will come if Donald Trump sends more people over. Look, Donald Trump couldn't go to war when the draft came along a long time ago because he had what? Bone spurs. His son Barron. What's going on with him? Is it bone spurs? Or was it something else? But they don't go to war. And they never will. None of those boys ever will. None of them. None of them. But our people do the work for a president who is in the middle of a conference talking about Gavin Newsom, and then turns around and says, you know, Gavin Newscum, what's up with the name calling? From a man child? Alright, okay, we can call it that. From a man. What's up with that? What's up with the name calling? Why? What does that do? That does nothing to anybody but you. It doesn't affect Gavin Newsom. And he's talking about him. He's going off, and he's always on a tangent. And he's always changing gears. You know, he's in neutral, and then he'll just pop in reverse, then he'll go into first, and he'll fly. And when he takes off and he flies in first gear and doesn't change any gears, that is when the problem arises. And our president, Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is not our president, dude. How many people corrected him on that? A lot. Too many. There was a doctor talking the other day. Neurosurgeon? I believe that would be the ones. I'm not sure who handles brain neurology. Anyway, he was talking and he said, well, you know, I haven't looked at him, so I can't diagnose him, but I can tell you one thing. From the ramblings and from going from being a kind guy to calling somebody piggy or whatever to their face when you have a leader over, or he even did it with a leader over, leader from Ireland. And he says, that his Donald Trump's dad had Alzheimer's, and it seems like Donald Trump has Alzheimer's coming on. It's there. It's the frontal lobe. It's there. It's just going to get worse. I don't wish ill upon this man, but do I wish him to leave office? Absolutely. How are your groceries doing? If you're me, I'm not rich. If you're getting by, and you've had a plan the whole while to save animals and buy a home that I can't buy. I sold my car quite a while back when things were starting to go bad. I sold my car. So, how are your groceries? Because mine are bad. Now, to get, not the eggs. The eggs are high, but I don't eat too many. There was something very important to me that I eat a lot of that's healthy. Oh, my blueberries. They're organic. $5 a bag. Big bag. Wonderful. $10 a bag. No longer buying them. I'm looking for people alongside the roads, but they're not here. They're not here. Markets, family markets, they're just not here. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And how's your clothing? I mean, Amazon, I have to say one thing about Amazon. When they have a special, I'm looking. I am looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and I'm like, I need it. I better get it. It's on sale and free shipping. So, and you don't have to be a member. Sometimes you get lucky, you just find that. I do it because I can't be a member anymore. I'm not going to spend my money being a member. I'm not going to help a multi-billionaire out. I will not do it. I'll order from Amazon, and usually, or always, it's free shipping, and always it's something cheap. But I've cut back to ordering the minimum. Dog food. I used to get my dog food on. My dogs eat raw. They eat raw food. Raw food's very expensive. Now we're doing raw in the morning, and we're doing a good kibble at night, which I don't like to do. But and we're doing that at our local pet store because it's cheaper than Chewy, and it's cheaper than PetSmart and all the other names out there. However, the bag of kibble is ready to expire, and you're talking a 50 pound bag, and it's going to expire in 3 days. I buy it, and what I do is I freeze it. We have an extra freezer. I pour it in separate containers, all of them, put them in, and I freeze it. That way, because kibble dog food tends to get like little weevils. Those are bugs. They're not going to kill your dog, but you don't want them there. You don't want your dogs eating them. It don't happen when you freeze it. So I freeze it, and I take it out, and I let it just get to the room temperature slightly, and my dogs eat slow. They're all on those slow feed bowls, so it helps them. I've resorted to that. So your gas prices. Here, we are now at $4. I'm in a red state. $4.02. Why? Regular is taken. It's cheaper. It's $3.89 a gallon, and premium is $4.01 or $4.02 or something like that a gallon. So all you can get is premium. So we did that today too. So how's living? How are the farmers doing? We have a lot of houses for sale. They're not moving. They're just sitting. We have a lot of places for rent. Can't afford it. Used to be, I remember one house that we drove by, used to be a beautiful home. Used to be, I think it's two bedroom, 2 bath. You had a porch, you had a nice yard, they accepted pets. Now, I read about it because I was curious. No pets. And the rent is, I think, $2,500, where it was $1,000. Like, I'm gonna throw this out because it sounds right. $1,300 to what I just said. How high it went. Because people know people need to live and rent. I think we have a problem. We have a big problem, and for those of you not feeling it, I'm happy. I'm happy you don't feel it, but I'm here to tell you I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it bad. I have 4 dogs. Only one is not a rescue, and he's been here for a long time. The other 3 are rescues. I will not give them up. They will eat before I will. I will not. All this stuff behind me, the zebra and all these, it's all been here for years. Thank God, because I got it all cheap. Now, I got it new. Where am I shopping? Thrift shops. I went to Ross. They said they were having a big sale. It wasn't a big sale. It wasn't a sale at all, actually. There was no sale. Now, undergarments, you have to buy them new. I get them on Amazon. I get the cheapest ones with the cotton, and I get them with free shipping. And I thank the Lord for that. However, I went into, we have a lot of thrift shops around here. It's a good thing. That's where I'm shopping. That's where I got this dress from. I got this dress from a thrift shop. It's just a basic black dress. That's all it is, see? Looks good with a belt on, but I don't have a belt on because it's a little big for me, but that's how it's supposed to look, like that. And I really, really, really like it, but this is just a basic black dress, and it's not that long, and you can make it, you know, I could sew it, cut it and sew it and make it shorter, but I like it longer. And it's not hot. It's made out of 100% cotton. Thrift shop. Thrift shop. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't like buying used shoes, but I did. I was at the thrift shop, I believe 3 weeks ago, and they had a pair of Skechers slip-ins for women. I wear a size 9 foot. Or I wear a size 9 foot. My foot is a size 9, so I wear a size 9 in sneaker and all shoes. Even my cowboy boots, they're a 9. So I went there and I looked at the price. There was $7. $7. But I've noticed, we went today. That's why I'm here. We went today and things have gone up. Shirts have gone up. Used shirts. They're good looking, but they're not new. You know, some have a little bit of a pill or a snag on it. You know, but that's not going to last too long before it rips. They're $3. I'm not paying $3 for a shirt that's worn, and it looks worn out. So I'm buying button-down blouses now because they tend to last longer, and they're polyester. They're hot, but that. Or the sundresses. The sundresses are, I think they're $3 each. More bang for your buck, because just slide it right on. Your legs are covered. You're covered. You can wear them anywhere, anything. Their jeans and all their other pants, I think, are $6. So all their pants are $6 now. And why am I complaining? People may say, why is she complaining? That's cheap. It's not so cheap, please. It's not cheap. I'm on a budget. most of us are on a budget. I have to pay rent for this room. I pay rent for this room in my bathroom. Really? I have to. We all use the internet. We all have to throw money in for the internet. It was my landlord's house. We all have to throw some money in for the internet. And I'm just, cutting back on things that I need. I could easily put a white belt around this and have a pair of white sneakers, and it looks like a whole different outfit. You can make it look like a different outfit. White earrings, white type of necklace or something, silver necklace, or whatever. And it looks different than what it does now. Right now it's just hanging on me like a sack. But it's comfortable right now because I'm home. My fan, it's a Dreo, but I've had it for so long that it's dying. It's okay. I'll just go and they have fans at the thrift shop. Now, they tell you to buy metal blade fans if you really want to be cool, because the metal, they don't have that. They have fans with plastic blades that just circle and, they're round. They're not like this. This is a tower fan. I'll buy one. Do I decide when it dies? And I'll buy one of them. Do I have a choice? No, I don't have a choice. Now, the reason I sold my car was because Donald Trump became president, and my insurance went up on me. Don't know if that had anything to do with anything at that point. I didn't know. But the insurance went up, and then groceries were starting to go up. And on top of that, other things were starting to slowly climb, and he was not bringing things down like he said he would for America. And I'm like, I don't need a car because there's 2 people here that have a car. So if I need to go somewhere, they'll take me. And I can give them a couple bucks for gas because I just have to go to the store and back. Really. So I sold my car, and I really, really hated doing that, but I did do it. Other things, this microphone I'm using is ancient, and it blinks, but it's not dying, but it blinks. And it's a good one, but it blinks every now and then, and it shouldn't, but it does. So I don't think it's gonna die. My computer's been around, because it keeps saying battery dead, but it's never dead. It's plugged in, and I don't know, maybe there's dirt in there. I'll blow it out. But I wanted to show you this because this is what happened. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and she was complaining because she does cat rescue, and we were outside of her apartment, and we were just talking, and I said, I'm struggling, I'm having a hard time. And I said, what I need is, I have one dog who right now is battling a bladder infection, and he goes out all hours at night, and I need something to cover me up, completely, so I can take him out without being seen by some weirdo, because you never know. You really never know. And next thing you know, there's a guy walking down the steps. He had to be, I don't know, man. He had to be like, I couldn't guess his age. I would have to say like late 70s, maybe early 80s. And he said, who needs a robe? And we're like, oh, we both need robes. We need prices to come down. And we thought he was being cool. We thought he was being nice. And she said, and she's looking at me, she's shaking her head, and I'm like, what the heck? Next thing you know, he threw that at me. He threw that robe at me. A Donald Trump robe. Yep. Yes, you could buy them at Trump's place or wherever the heck you go. I have no idea, and nor do I care. And am I gonna use that? Probably. Why? Because I take my dogs out, one, late at night who has a bladder infection, he's on medication, and this will keep me completely covered. Like I have a long dress on, I have a long robe on, and that's cool, because my robe is very short. But he was not nice. people. I didn't say anything wrong. I was talking about my life, not his life, my life. He didn't understand. He's all for Donald Trump. He thinks everything around here that's happening is just happening fine and dandy. And when he went back in, he didn't say, I said, thank you. He didn't say you're welcome or anything. He just turned and stomped away, and he had a cane. He was old, and I thought, I'm not going to mess with him, or say anything, but thank you. And my girlfriend pointed to his vehicle down there, and he drives a Tesla. I mean, does that mean anything or not? I don't know, but apparently the guy had money. She said he's not nice to anybody there, and she's even amazed he came down and did that, which was a gesture, but she said the way he threw it at me, he threw it right at me, hit me right in the face with it, in the shoulders, and just kind of threw it right at me, and I'm like, and we're having protesters out there? Wow, people, calm down. This man is not going to be in office forever. He will be gone. But right now, there are people like me who are going under. They're going under. So you have to think about what people are going through. That's all. If I want to talk to a friend about issues and problems, and she's talking back to me about feeding her cats, she's like 6 cats, 7 cats in her place, and the food is tough, and now they're on cheaper feed. I'm like, I feel you. I know exactly what you're going through, because I'm going through it too. And what do you say? War sucks. I don't want to see any more of our troops killed. They know what they're walking into. They signed up for it. I don't think they think they're going to get killed. Not all of them will. We're going to lose some. We're going to lose some. Iran. The Iranians are not stupid people. They know war. They know war. The radicals live for war. I find it sad. And I find it sad that we have a president who doesn't care about our reporters when they ask a certain question. He doesn't want to answer them back. He just wants to call them names. Other people who are going to be running for president, when he's even out of office, he's calling names. Marjorie Taylor Greene left due to, I think, abortions. You can't have abortions anymore, and now she has some weird name she's being called by him. I don't understand. I don't understand, except for what this surgeon said today. Neurological surgeon, or is it neurology? Not urology. Neurology, I think. I don't know. That he seems to have, but he can't say for a fact, and he needs to show his work that he had, blood work. He never had MRI, I heard, but he needs to have an MRI and show it and see if he's fit, if he's mentally fit to run the country. Because right now, does it look like he is? His people, he's the commander-in-chief, right? His people are suffering. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there thinking, she's crazy. I'm not feeling anything. You don't live like me. I don't own a home. I was saving for a home. I'm still saving for a home. I pick up a penny. They stopped making pennies, but you can still find them. I pick them up. I pick up nickels. I pick up quarters. I cut corners where I can. I'm shopping for clothes at thrift shops, making sure they're very, very well laundered before they go on my body. A lot of people are doing that, and it's good for their business. I don't mind supporting them. Because look, I can't afford Marshalls anymore, or Ross, or any of that. I just can't. There are things on Amazon every now and then I can grab. I have animals to take care of. And if you're an animal lover, you'd understand where that's coming from. And they come before me. They always will. So, that is me today. And that's where I'm going today. If you think that we have a problem in the United States right now, say something. If you think we don't, say something. I'm not argumentative. Just say something. I need someone who's going to hopefully get on the same page as me and support. Just support me as I'm trying to grow out here. This is my room. That's my bed back there. I have a TV over here that I watch on the weekends and get away from the world. Get away from the world. During the week is a different story. It's hard. But life goes on, right? Life will go on. Thank you all on a Saturday night for being here. Thank you. Let me get to where I need to be with my cursor. Okay. And I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that everybody who listens to this video is doing well. Yeah. I have nothing bad to say about Donald Trump. Nothing bad. I think he said enough for us. I have nothing bad to say about him. I wish everybody well. Take care. And thank you.